What's going on, guys? We're back at the Seafarer again. We discovered when we were taking it out that we were getting some slippage in the transmission, so we removed the transmission cover plate to find out that we had some needle bearings that exploded and was causing some major damage in the transmission. So for this, we decided that we weren't going to be able to make the repairs we needed to with the engine in the boat, so we decided to remove the engine and transmission altogether. The transmission is a Paragon G33 series transmission, so we'll start and go step by step on how we prepared the engine and transmission for removal. So the first thing we did was disconnect the all power supply to the batteries and remove them. Next thing we did was remove the alternator off the engine and go ahead and note where the wires go on the alternator. We'll be putting a new one on when we get this rebuilt. The next thing we did was remove all the power wires off the starter, being sure to note where all the wires went on the starter, and it's going to get a rebuild since we got it out. The next thing we did was remove the prop shaft off the end of the transmission. We had to remove 4 or 5 bolts on it. We soaked them in PB Blaster for about a day because they were pretty rusty, so we were able to get them broke free pretty easily. Next thing we did was we removed the exhaust pipe and water lift muffler. We removed the exhaust pipe out of the engine exhaust manifold and removed the transmission shift lever bracket, and then we set up our system to move the engine back. Now the reason we had to move the engine back is because the crane truck we were going to use wouldn't be able to get down through the top hatch because the engine sets too far forward. So what we had to do is get a boat stand and put up in the front of the boat and use a square tubing with some sliding rails on it, and secured it down, took a chain hoist, raised it up, and we were able to pull it back about 2 feet so we could lower the crane truck, winch down, and attach it to remove the engine.
All right, Danny-O. You gonna let that winch down? Huh? Short? All she's got. All right. Put it forward. Slow it down. Put your wheel the other way. Keep doing it. There you go. Alright. Neutral. Just relax. Just put it in reverse.
This is live.
Well, he's not. What's up? Tell people stuff like that. We're not. Talk about it. Swing this way a little bit. You like the sailboat drifting we just pulled off?
You know, I am impressed.
Good. I got you, Mike. Are you all the way out? Are you all the way out? Alright. You're as close to the shore as you want to get. winch up and boom in, same time.
So now that we were able to remove the engine without tearing anything up and hopefully not dropping it in the lake, we're gonna take it home, separate the transmission from the engine, get it tore down completely. We're waiting on the transmission service manual to come in from Federal Marine. There's not a lot of whole information out there on the G33 series and not many parts, so we're hoping we're going to be able to get everything we need, and hopefully it's not as bad as what it looks like. If you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Feel free to comment and make sure you subscribe. Thanks for watching.